Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. So, yesterday, I flew this airplane a few more times after the end of the stream, and I think I got everything worked out. In fact, I made a small change when I got here today with the forward programming, and I'm hoping that'll help make the safe flight even more enjoyable. I changed the roll angle to 85 degrees, so I should be able to really bank it even in safe, which is the problem right now with safe, or was the problem with safe, was that I couldn't get enough roll angle to get it turned around, and that's why it was really, I couldn't fly it a lot in safe because they get so far away in the turns. And I'm hoping by changing the roll angles for right and left both to 85, it should be good now. The other thing I did, there's settings for throttle angle, throttle high angle or trim or something like that, and I've adjusted it to like 20 or 25 degrees, and my base angle is like 7 or something for neutral, so I've adjusted the low throttle to like that, and so it felt really good yesterday when I did that. So I'm excited to show you guys what that looks like. But unfortunately, the last flight yesterday, when I brought it in, that propeller was straight up and down, and I broke another prop. So luckily I ordered 2, and we got a new prop on there for today. And if this one breaks, we're going to figure out how to put an APC prop on there, because they don't break like these do. So there possibly a new spinner, or customizing this spinner to fit the APC prop. I'm really not even sure, but that's potentially what'll happen. After today's flight, if everything seems perfect as far as the launch and safe and AS3X and all that, I will run back through all the settings for you guys in a live session in my shop. That way you guys can see how to set it up exactly the way I did. All right, guys, let's get this thing in the air and see how it goes. So the airplane was $129 from Motion RC, but I do have an AR630 receiver in there from Spectrum, and I'm using an NX6 Spectrum transmitter. And I mean, you got to have a transmitter, and I suggest this is a good one. And the AR630, you need a receiver in there, and it is, I will say, it is a little more expensive than just a generic receiver. Oh, one other thing I'm doing today, I did put a smart battery in there. We got a 2200 I've been flying with a 4S 1300 Ovonic battery, and I did bring it with me to fly that one a little bit. You can see I got the spinner dirty yesterday, but should be all right. Let's get it in the air and see what happens. So I should be able to throw it up, and it'll keep climbing this time. And the wind is coming like from that machinery over there, so we'll throw it that direction. So there you go. That was no sticks. You can see it is letting me bank it quite a bit. Well, you might be able to see, but let's bring it around. This is still in safe, so there's nothing. And here we go, full bank. You can see it is letting me get it almost 90 degrees. And then there's no stick. And it is diving because I'm only at half throttle. So if I get it lined up with the field, here we go, letting it come down. And now go full throttle, and it should climb. See it climbing? So that's a nice feature for that throttle, high throttle and low throttle adjust. What's funny is, I think when I go to low throttle, it's actually it's actually climbing more than if I'm at half throttle. It's actually at half throttle, it kind of dives, so it's a little bit interesting. But so safe. Now the way I have it set up, safe is way more fun. You can see that's super smooth. And of course we got 4S power letting me take off. There you go, no sticks and 0 throttle. Pretty smooth, even with the wind. We're probably 7 or 8 mile an hour wind right now. It's not super calm. I'll bring it around here. But I like how that's working right there with safe. If it had landing gear, man, it would just about land itself. We'll get it straight here. There we go, we're out of safe. No rudder to roll or to stall this, or make it fall over. But the bank and yank type airplanes, these chuck planes, I would suggest this is about a perfect setup. And you could go with an older DX radio if you had it, and updated it for forward programming. So I am in high rates. I don't know if I've done low rates here. Let's switch to low rates. And that's pretty realistic roll rate. So pretty happy with that. Yeah, not too bad. Keeping it in nice and close. Don't want to get too close to that big container. But it's flying pretty good. I'm really happy where my settings are right now. And I'm flying about half throttle, and it's moving pretty decent in 4S. So now that it's all completely trimmed out, I think this is supposed to be able to fly 3S. So the next time I fly it on the channel, which won't be tomorrow, but it'll be soon, I'll put a 3S battery in there and we'll see what kind of performance we get out of it. I would expect at least this level right here, the half throttle with 4S. I should be able to at least go full throttle with 3S and get this performance. Pretty happy with my first time using airbrush. These stripes, I really love invasion stripes. Yesterday when I flew with Ovonic battery for you guys, I had a timer set at 5 minutes, and I think I flew an extra minute, and then I put it back in the air 2 more times after making adjustments. And I think I got at least what, probably 8-9 minutes. And super good with 1300 milliamp hour battery. And this is a 2200, so I should be able to get probably 10 or 12 minutes flying at half throttle like this. And if you throw it in safe, it'll level right out. Super calm and easy. Here we go. No sticks, no motor, just coasting into the wind. Pretty calm. So, I mean, that's kind of what you expect out of an airplane with safe. my 5-minute timer is starting to click off. See there we go. The prop was kind of straight up and down again, and so I spun it just a little bit to try and get it off center, and it sat down just fine. But we got 8 seconds left on a 5-minute timer, and I'm sure I could fly this probably another 5 minutes with no problem. But the Motion RC FlightLine P-51D Mustang flew great today, guys, and super excited for this airplane. That way you guys could see something similar to the Tower Hobbies Mustang that I fly often. And the Tower Hobby Mustangs are starting to get wore out, so I wanted to get something new. And maybe someday I could get one of them big E-Flight, was it like 1.5 or 2 meter, whatever it is, 1.8, I don't know. The big expensive Mustang with the really nice doors that close in around the retracts and all that stuff. We might be able to get that here and fly it sometime. That would be pretty awesome, but it's a lot of money, and not really prepared to spend that right now. But this FlightLine P-51 is a great option. It flies great. I gotta think that it would fly pretty good even with just your standard receiver. Just make sure you dial your rates down, because it would be pretty squirrely in high rates with no kind of AS3X and all that. So guys, I appreciate all your guys' support and everybody that comments on the videos and the thumbs up and all that stuff. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, that way you guys know when I'm going live. I'm just having fun with RC, and beautiful days like today is why we get out and do this stuff, man. It is just awesome. But until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.